Hi. So in this stage, we're gonna start thinking about our product plan. Our product plan is gonna be for the rest of the quarter. And then the main idea is to select a company that is public. The reason of selecting a company that is public is because we need data and information that is already available. The best way to find this information is using secondary sources such as online and using journals. FIDIMS has a great source for good databases. I highly recommend you to use FIDIMS sources. In this stage, I also highly recommend you to select a company that you like, a company that you feel passion for, so then you can enjoy more this project. And then finally, also something to consider is that this project can be done individually, or you can actually do it in groups. You can find someone else to work with, or you can even find 2 or 3 people to make this project happen. The reason of allowing working in teams is because this will help you and it will teach you to balance time, to learn how to use information systems to better coordinate and create a product plan that is cohesive among departments and among members of the team. So this again, it will help you to balance your time, it will teach you and balance your skills and your flaws, but also it will help you to understand better how we work in the real work environment, which we need to coordinate with other team members from other departments. And then sometimes we need to use a lot of IT technologies, hardwares and softwares to make this happen. And as you all know, with this current crisis, with the COVID-19, this is platforms. We're using a lot of platforms that are helping us on making this happen and are keeping us connected. So in this stage, we're gonna start by finding an opportunity. So then the opportunity, you need actually to think why this product extension, it makes happen. It makes sense because there is a niche. There is an unattended niche. There is innovation that you can actually explode from the current company. The current company has the know-how, has the knowledge, and then you can use this. You can translate it into a new product. Or why there is an opportunity, why this is so attractive. So in order to do that, it's important to find secondary sources. It's important to use analogies. Go and evaluate competitors, evaluate the current company. How is the portfolio being increased over the years? Are they exploring this? If they are not exploring it, why? What are the barriers of entry to this type of market? It's a market that is increasing. It's just a fad, and it's something that is going to disappear in a couple of years. So in this point, it's important to use data, to use numbers, to be really factual, to really justify if the market is increasing or if this is something that on the other hand, it doesn't have an opportunity in the long run. For this stage, you're gonna develop 1, 2, or 3. I highly recommend you to go more than 1 because in 1 page is really brief to explore the current situation. So then you can go from the macro to the micro. What is the demand? You can talk about worldwide, you can talk about the US, you can talk about the region. You can start from the macro to the micro. And after this, you can actually also use always in-text and work citation. Please remember to use APA. This is something that is going to follow, and it's because we are in the business department, and in the business department we actually follow this type of formatting. It will help to create consistency. It will help to find better the resources, how reliable is the data, and if it's something that is updated. So then whenever you're doing a research, you need to back up your comments, check for plagiarism. I offered already some examples so you can double check, and then you can even go online and try to use some softwares that are there for free. After having the opportunity, we're going to explore something different that is about the strategy. So then the strategy is really important because now that you know that there is a market, that there is a need, that there is potential, then you need to start stating how you are going to move forward to make this a reality. So then you're going to take the goals of your company, and then you're going to create specific objectives. You're going to think about specific activities that you need to develop in order to move this forward. Think again, as I said, about your customers. Think about the product. What specifications do you need? Think about the technology you need. Think about your customers. You need to think about different areas that are gonna guide you into really fulfill a proper strategy that is really aligned. So an example of a good strategy is Amazon, and then the way that Amazon works is because they are really customer centric. So then they understand that things are based on the customers, and they have a really great user experience. So that's how they were capable of evolving their business and even implementing a portfolio that before it started selling books, then it moved from music, and then now we are even talking about delivering groceries. After having the section of the strategy, we're gonna move into questions. What questions do you need to answer for your business? You need to think about, again, a good strategy is macro to micro. Think about the big picture and then start narrowing things so you can be more precise and more detail oriented. You can think about 15 questions that they are around, and they can help you to answer and find out more about the product needs, about the innovation, about the manufacturing system, product specifications, what materials do you need, what is the price, what is the cost, what is the break even, what is the forecast, how we're gonna do the sales, what channels of distributions do we need? Do we need any promotion? Do we need any marketing with influencers? Do we need a specific way of reaching? Do we need to create a prototype? Do we need to test our prototype? How we launch our product? These are some of the questions that you should consider. And moving into the next stage, we're gonna actually answer those questions. And how you're gonna answer, you're actually gonna state different sources. You can actually, again, use hopefully better secondary resources. When we're talking about primary resources, those are the resources that you are creating on your own. And then this class is not designed to develop surveys. We are not getting into these marketing techniques that actually you are putting together all the data and all the information by creating a survey and a questionnaire that is actually going to fulfill your needs, because that takes time and is really expensive. But on the other hand, we're actually going to use secondary sources, which are really useful, and in this case it will help us to have a clearer scenario of how our product can make and perform in the environment. So then again, use secondary sources, use FIDM databases. FIDM has great databases that it can help you to answer with a proper, accurate data that actually it really fulfill the needs for your business. After we have this information, remember to always cite. So use in-text and work citation. And once you have the answer of the questions, then we're gonna move into the systems. What systems do you need in order to make this product happen? Do you need any software, any hardware? Remember, those two are kind of connected. You're designing a product, and in this product use a CAD system. What type of CAD are you going to use? Are you going to use AutoCAD, CATIA, ProEngineer? Do you need a CAM system for manufacturing analysis? Do you need to create a mold? Do you need a hardware? Do you need to create a device that it goes inside and it needs to be tested? Do you need to program what is inside into the electronic? What do you specifically need? Or on the other hand, you probably need something to run the day-to-day activities, such as, for example, QuickBooks for finance. Still, this data is really critical and it needs to be connected among all the departments so you can collaborate and then you share the same information and everyone is on the same page. So what type of systems do you need? I'm providing some examples so then you can be more specific and have this assignment more clear. After we know already about our systems, and we're gonna move forward into the conclusions. Conclusions, we're just gonna think and reflect. What have we learned so far? What have we learned in this class of managing information systems about the way of putting together a product plan? This product plan is a really basic product plan. This is something that I really wanna stress. Product plan, it could be even something more comprehensive than what we're doing here, but this is our first approach. You're just starting your line of management, and in business you're actually going to learn more tools to develop a product plan that is more comprehensive, that later on is going to guide you to a business plan. But at least from now you're going to get a feeling of what are all the tools and what is the power of using secondary sources and using properly information systems to make something happen. Thank you so much. And if you have any questions, remember always you can send me a message, use Canvas, use FITIM's email, and I'm always available to be here for you to assist you with anything that you need. Have a great day.